Welcome. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Fernando Alonso completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Perez, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Leclerc, Stroll, Norris, Albon, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Magnussen, Sargent, Ocon, Ricciardo, Bottas, Tsunoda, and Zhou Guanyu. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming?
You're in second place. Alonso ahead. That's Sainz behind you now. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. That's P1. Alonso behind you now. We're leading the car behind by 1.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.9 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one. Welcome to Silverstone. This ground here is rich with history, a former airfield that served in the Second World War and now hosts one of the oldest and most iconic races in motorsport. It's the Formula One British Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Stroll, Norris, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Magnussen, Sargent, Ocon, Albon, Bottas, Tsunoda, Joe, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Hamilton has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far. Final lap, push, push. Position, front of the pack. Russell behind. Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind, 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Here we are then, a fantastic British Grand Prix, and what a performance it was from our race winners today. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.